Hi, this is Jim, W6LG for Ham Radio Basics. Welcome to the final broadcast from Wolf Mountain as we close escrow on the sale of this house today. And we'll close escrow on the house that we're purchasing in about 3 days. Right after this, I'll show you something I've been looking for 38 years. Stand by.
CQ calling, CQ low, CQ. Whiskey 6 Lima Golf, Whiskey 6 Lima Golf.
As I said, we close escrow on the sale of this house, so things are being packed up, and as boxes and other stuff was retrieved from the attic, an old briefcase of mine was up there. We opened it up, and son of a gun, there was a QSL card from 1970. So here's a picture of that guy from the 1970s. In fact, this I think was in June of 1970. My contact with him was, I believe, in April 1970. He's got some visitors from the United States. You can see the Drake C line and the Shure 444, which at that time and even today is one of the best microphones ever. After that, that guy had a Drake 7 line. You can see he's got an L4B, T4, XB, R4B, MS4B, MN2000, and some other stuff. As I said, he really liked the Drake equipment. The envelope that arrived with the QSL card in it looked like this, and it was addressed to me on Amherst Drive. And if you look at the stamps carefully, you can figure out where they're from. And if you haven't figured it out already, the guy in the picture is, or was, the King of Jordan, JY1, and he was nice to everybody he talked to. He was the professional operator on the air. He was friends with people in other countries, even some that might surprise you. I think one of his closest friends was Amir for X-Ray 6 Tango Tango. And there's his QSL card, operator Hussein 1 QTH near Amman, with his P.O. box, which was famous to most hams, P.O. Box 1055. And here's the other side of the QSL card that shows when I made contact, the date of the, and there's, first of all, there's my call sign that was W6LG in the 1970s and late 1960s. Contact was made April 20th, 1970 at 1516 Zulu, and that's important. I'll explain why in just a second. Since megahertz was not in common usage, but megacycles was, it says 14 megacycles, two-way SSB. The King was good about giving signal reports. In fact, one that I got from him was 5x2. He was, like I said, he was the consummate ham radio operator and one of the best ones in the world. And at the bottom, he thanks me for the QSL card that I sent to him. And next to 73, it says, all best regards and wishes, Hussein 1. And so that's why I treasured that card. Back to the time on the QSL card at 1516 Zulu. At that time, on that location, I did not have a direct path to Amman. I worked the King long path, so I had my antenna pointed southwest. The King had his antenna pointed northeast, so he worked me the long way around the world. I worked him the long way around the world, and I was 5 and 5, and I don't recall what his signal report was, but usually he was quite strong, and he had a very distinctive voice. When you tuned across him, you knew right away that it was JY1. So anyway, that was one of my favorite QSL cards, and nice to remember the contact with the King from the 1970s. In the pile of QSL cards were some others, really neat ones. This is John, ON4UN, from 1967. I think John's been licensed since the 1950s. Neat guy, written lots and lots of books. Other QSL cards that were in that pile. One guy was really tough to work. That was Charlie Radio 5 Sierra Papa. CR5SB. He did not speak English. Here's a card from CR6AK from about the same time period. That's Angola. Here's another one from Angola, CR6EO, CR6MK. Angola still is tough to work, but again, those were long path contacts, long way around the world. From the same region, from Bahrain Island, MP4. Forrest Nelson, HC8FN on Galapagos Island. Best friends, and a truly nice guy. Always 6 MBG from 1975. Mike and Sissy were here just a couple of years ago. Here's a card from Dahomey, TY5. Here's a card from also Mozambique's Charlie Radio 7, and that's really it. Anyway, lots of fun working those guys, and again, it was mostly a long path because I had no short path. Anyway, this is what happens when you finally empty out the attic after 38 years. I find the QSL card from King Hussein, JY1, and I will put that in a frame and stick it up on the wall of the new shack as part of building my new ham radio station, and I will chronicle that in a series of episodes about how I put things together, and if you're putting together a station, you may find some of it interesting. Anyway, thanks for watching. Sadly, 73 from Wolf Mountain, and the next broadcast I hope will be from Rocklin, not too long from now. 73, thanks for watching. This is Jim, W6LG. If you have not subscribed, please do so, and hang in there. Give me time to get set up. We have to convert part of the garage to recording YouTube videos. 73, W6LG. Bye-bye.